Welcome back to Let's Play Storm of Zehir. Last time we've headed off to Neverwinter City while still setting up trade routes throughout the Sword Coast. And some new friends we've made in Neverwinter have asked us to go on... Oh my god, I mean exploration mode? Or strategy mode on the world map? That's a new one. But we've been asked to go up to Port Llast, which has been taken over by some Luskanian pirates. So... we're off to, first of all, set up a trading post there, but also to, well, free them from their Luskanian overlords. In the name of friendship, of course. The profit is purely secondary, I assure you. Oh, Gulbrick, you idiot. You're taking damage for no reason, they're all dead. Ugh. Freaking bandit gang. I'm sorry, bandits. I've no interest in you. I understand you don't really care about my interests, but I do. So... using True Law for the better speed. Alright, Port Llast. You approach Port Llast. Even from some distance away, you can see the signs of economic damage that have been wreaked in the area. Burned homes, empty barns, fallow fields. Man, first lizardmen attack, then... well, now Luskan. Luskan elite soldiers in the garrison. Yeah, it'll probably be good to have some animal buddies out. So, there's a blacksmith's workbench, the garrison, the inn to the south, the Platinum Pride, which is presumably a ship. Why is there just a random blacksmith? Huh. Don't know why we're wasting time in this little city when Neverwinter City has its belly exposed. We should move in south for the kill. Alright, let's head to the inn here. Some commoners. Falgor.
Welcome to the Alliance Arms Inn. What can I do for you, stranger?
I'm looking for some information. Is that a fact? Well, I'm looking for a young lass with a fetish for pot-bellied older men. Doesn't mean I'm actually going to find one now, does it? This should make you forget about your lack of female companionship, eh? It just might. What do you want to know? The streets of this town are empty. What's going on here? If you haven't noticed, Luskan's soldiers have taken over Port Llast. Neverwinter and the Lord's Alliance have left us to fend for ourselves. Our former leader, Heramos, has been imprisoned in his own garrison, if you can believe it. How many soldiers do the Luskans have here? The innkeeper eyes you skeptically and lowers his voice to a whisper. The garrison has troops in it. So does the Platinum Pride, not to mention all the guards that patrol the streets. Platinum Pride. The ship docked over at the wharf. There's a priest of some sort aboard and a crew full of Luskan pirates. The guards don't let anybody on that dock, though, so no one knows exactly how You're in there. Alright. The garrison. That's where our new town leader spends most of his time. It's located on the south side of town. You can't miss the guards out front. Let's see. Rumors. Wargs attacking the high road. Someone killed them. They must have been brave or crazy. Yes. Alright. So, it seems that our targets are the Platinum Pride and the garrison. Apparently I can't board the ship. What if I talk to the guard here? Commander Commander Shepard keeps us too busy to stand around and chat. Alright, looks like we're gonna be fighting our way out from the garrison. Ryan Shepard.
Remain entrenched here forever. The source of the undead scourge must be found and stopped.
Regretfully, my answer to you is the same as yesterday. We cannot spare any more soldiers without sacrificing the security of Port Llast.
Septimund.
Welcome to the new face of Port Llast. Are you merchant, traveler, or adventurer?
We're here to kill you and free Port Llast. Come now, be reasonable. Even if you bear my country ill will, I'd recommend you still your ire. If the nuances of diplomacy escape you, perhaps me pointing out that I have a ship full of guards posted at the docks might change your mind. Not a chance. That's funny, you'll not leave Port Llast with your head, of that you can be sure. See, you're comparing military experience with adventuring experience. Military experience might get you to, like, level 5. Plus, you're all fighters. Halberd +1, Halberd +1. Garrison key, which lets us unlock this door. And free Heramos.
Free at last. You have my thanks. Tell me, have all the Luskans been driven from Port Llast?
No, the city guard, as well as reinforcements on the Platinum Pride, remain. And the real danger still remains. There's a powerful cleric aboard that ship. He must be stopped in order for our coup to be successful. I fear that if you delay too long, he will call upon whatever dark deity he worships to raise Ryan Shepard from the dead. I'll return when they've been defeated. Good luck. Good luck. Now they're going to continue to fight even though I've killed their leader. Idiots. I'd feel bad for them if they weren't, you know, bandits. god. We're just slaughtering them. Under new management. You've ousted the Luskans from Port Llast. You need to restore at least one trade route to Port Llast to complete your assignment. Wait, we took out the cleric? Where was the cleric? Because they should have some decent loot on them. An unidentified piece of armor that, despite being dead, Sarnia will identify as Aurel's icy accoutrement. This chainmail was once the property of a cleric of Aurel, who's Aurel under the employ of the Luskans who controlled Port Llast. With the city freed, this armor seems to have reluctantly accepted your use, though having its constant chill nearby is a far cry from comfortable. +1 chain with 75% cold immunity, level 9 use of cone of cold once a day, 25% fire damage weakness. Interesting. Alright, I'll deal with Sarnia's condition in a moment. Alright, buddy, and no thanks to you, they've been ousted. Where are you? Oh, you're over here. Thanks for the help.
Is it finished? Is Port Llast free again?
Yes, you can resume leadership. That is good news indeed. Your efforts on our behalf will not be soon forgotten. The folk of Port Llast shall forever be in your debt. New feat, Neverwinter Patriot. I merely did what was right. Please take this token of good faith. It has been in my family for nearly 3 generations. Please say nothing. I insist. You take it. Just make good use of it. Forgive me, but I've neglected my duties for far too long. Feel free to return if you need anything. Actually...
Ah, the heroes of the hour. I'm glad to see you again.
How fares Port Llast? We're slowly recovering, but have our share of problems. What problems? It seems as if the gods themselves conspire against us. Our trade routes by land and sea are inaccessible. What's wrong with the sea route? Our sea trade suffers from these cursed storms. The frequency and ferocity of the recent weather is most troublesome. I'm in need of an emissary to consult with the local temple of Umberlee for advice, but after everything you've already done, I'm loath to ask anything else of you. However, the roads are still dangerous, and the task requires professionals. So what say you? Will you assist Port Llast again? Of course. Travel north and west from Port Llast, no more than a day's travel. There's a temple dedicated to the Queen of the Depths in a seaside cavern there. Speak with the prioress and beg her intercession with vengeful Umberlee. We must do all we can to find out why these storms occur and to stop them.
Ah, the hero.
What problems? Tell me about the land route. It seems that I've received news that our overland trade caravans have continually been assaulted by strange undead creatures from the east. You've already done so much for us. Are you willing to do more? Can you find us the source of these undead attackers and put a stop to it? Yes. What must I do? I've heard these undead attack the East Gate nightly. I suggest you start your search east of Port Llast. I'll return when I know more. Alright, so I have to repair their trade routes and then seize the opportunity to use them for myself, I guess. I'm hoping that there's a Temple of Joaquin here. Nope. Okay. So that means Gothaladrium and Priory of the Depths. Actually, if I just go to the Priory of the Depths, I should be able to buy healing there. Find a massive cavern along the base of the massive cliff. Or a seaside cavern along the base of the massive cliff. The surf pounds the entrance angrily as you approach. The cavern descends abruptly. You'll be forced to swim to proceed. Swim. The Wrath of Umberlee. Oh, this is a dungeon.
Not even a dent. This weapon is useless.
Make your way through the temple and speak with the prioress to find a way to stop the storms. Okay, so... No discernible way to open this portal. No keyholes, hinges, or handles are apparent. Shrine. The shrine to the goddess Umberlee features an inscribed place card, or placard. Read the placard. Those who had entered the Priory of the Depths will pay, first in gold, then in mind, then in blood, and fourth in song. Infidels are not tolerated in this temple. Believers will be tested and must first leave an offering of equal to or of greater value than the weight of the statue of our queen. So if I examine it... Can I not just examine? Oh, it's trade bars. Place a donation on the altar. As you touch the statue, its eyes suddenly open, peering directly at you. In a menacing yet musical voice, it begins to speak. The questioning unlocks the wisdom of the heart, of the mind, and the door of the obedient heart. Are you ready to be questioned? I'm ready. Who should fear the Queen of the Depths? Everyone. You're wise. When sufficiently angered, the wrath of Umberlee can reach anywhere. All must fear her deadly grasp. Death comes in many forms. What form does the Queen of the Depths covet most? I'm assuming that means, like, which form does she actually take the most? Like, covet as in take, not like desire. So I'm going to guess drowning? Correct. Naught pleases Umberlee more than claiming a victim beneath her waves. What is Umberlee's divine symbol? Oh crap. I don't know this one. If I had to guess, it would be... the Golden Trident? Your answer rings false, now feel the pain of your ignorance. Okay, so I have to actually go check these placards. The sea is savage. All who enter into her domain must tithe offerings in her name lest they face her wrath. The sea is ever chaotic, as is the symbol of the Queen of the Depths. Okay, so the symbol is the two waves. Everyone? I meant to click drowning. Drowning. Blue-green wave curling left and right. Again, you're correct. Know this symbol well and make offerings at places of worship that display it. What domain does Umberlee rule? Seas and oceans. Yes, when you venture into the watery realms of Umberlee, your survival is at her whim. Proceed now and face the drowning.
Yeah? What?
Krelver Erling Star with some unidentified arrows. Oh, and I need to identify that too. Paralytic bolts. That's not it. Oh, there's also the sigil of the last port. The small disc of gold is carved in a surprisingly intricate pattern resembling the layout of Port Llast. A sliver of turquoise representing the surrounding sea. Through the sigil, you can almost feel the determination and strength that has kept the town alive for so long. Plus 10 HP, plus 3 versus Orc. Or plus 3 AC versus Orc. I have no idea what the arrows could have possibly been. Maybe plus 3s?
Yeah? What?
This is a really cool dungeon, though. Alright, so I assume... like, someone's gonna have to stay in here, right?
Get on him! Attack! Attack! Attack!
Ah, yeah, it's a one-person fight. Or I just did it in a dumb way. I seem to have just done it in a dumb way, but they're just large water elementals, so I'm not in terrible danger. Some more loot. Oh, a drowned. Probably just cast it on the next one.
Yeah? What?
A kukri? Ah, there's the Inferno cast automatically. Let's move just so that I can haste both of them. I'm not sure what just happened to you. They dazed both somehow. Yeah, go ahead and start curing him, because it's pretty needed right now. Oh, there are levers in each of these rooms. One opened the way forward. I assume one opens... yeah. Some armor? Oh, I see. They're rising after I loot them. And they have some decent loot on them, too. Like, even if it's just +1, that's a few hundred gold. Another placard. 3 keen-eared souls may compose a ballad to honor the Queen of the Depths. Only through obeisance and care will final audience with her servant be granted. I don't need, like... Oh, it's... Oh, it's a puzzle of have them stand on the 3.
Yeah? What?
God. Okay. Party AI off. Not that one. That one is good.
Yeah? What?
Come on, follow me. Keep up.
Ready.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that is so. Yes, that is so.
Yeah? What?
Okay, you just need some healing at this point. Let me reread that. Three keen-eared souls may compose a ballad to honor this Queen of the Depths. So 3 of them need to be held down.
Yeah? Something you want?
Yes, that is so.
Okay.
Yeah?
Is it like... Oh. Now it seems to be working out. Oh, you have to step on them in a certain order, I think.
Yes, yes.
Or... not?
Yes, that is so.
The rules on this are not super clear. Everything is lit up now.
Yes, yes.
Yes, that is so.
Yeah? What?
Oh, the door opened. Well, there's the prioress.
You have done well to reach these chambers. Tell me, why do you seek my counsel?
I'm here to appease the Queen of the Depths. For what purpose? I want to end the raging storms that prevent sea travel into Port Llast. Ah, you show wisdom as well as strength, for all need fear the raging sea. Tell me, what do you offer as compensation for Umberlee's favor? What sort of compensation does Umberlee require? An offering of wealth, thrice the weight of your donation to enter the priory. Does the goddess truly require that much? Why does the magnificent Umberlee need so much gold? The great queen of the depths needs nothing, Worm. But this is what she is promised by the agreement that was struck between myself and those of Llast. The Luskan betrayers owe me this gold. You are here, they are not. It is quite simple. We don't have that much coin. In that case, you have come all this way in vain. Feel free to show yourself out. We are finished here. Well, we're killing you. Foolish, stupid surface dweller. You dare challenge me in the heart of this temple, where my queen grants me her greatest powers. Perhaps you're not as clever as I thought. Yeah, but like, there are 5 high-level adventurers.
Yeah, I can do it.
And there's one of you, even if you are a high-level cleric. Oh! Okay, so this might have been a bad call. Alright. So... This is a situation. The Wrath of Umberlee. You killed the priestess to stop the storms, returned to Port Llast and informed the leadership of the town. Apparently it worked. Oh, well. Stabilize that. A ring of Divine Power 2. Forged by artisan priests of Mystra, goddess of magic, these rings harness the power of the weave to allow a divine spellcaster to draw more of his deity's power each day. So an extra level 2 spell slot for favored souls, spirit shamans, clerics, and druids. Well, I have a druid here. So you get another level 2 spell, which is cool, I guess. More haste. Alright. So... we've cleared out this place. That was only causing problems. So we have to go all the way back to Neverwinter for healing. So that's fun. We've got some more Kadeu nuts. Granted, it's not like it's a huge pain to travel back to Neverwinter itself, but... although I guess... at that point I might as well go to Thunder Tree to avoid having to actually go through the city. Oh, there's a pirate cove there. Neat. Gold necklace, so that's actually a chunk of gold right there. Let's see, can I... Entry papers... Dang it. Whatever, I'm here anyway. I'll go heal at the Temple of Joaquin normally. I hope I have the gold. Yeah, okay.
I shall.
Right, I forgot that I was actually going to go after the Arcane Nexi. Oh well. Let's see, Alana...
Tantum, I welcome you to the Temple of Joaquin.
Yeah, you're not the healer. Right, the healer actually does it for free here, I think. Yeah, Aramis.
May your day be profitable, friend.
Sweet. But that didn't actually do a raise dead, which is annoying. So I need to go to a menu town to do that, which is annoying. Oh, there's Sir Naval. Safe passage. I need a pass for Finch the Bard. Finch, yes, I'm familiar with the man. You are where he's accused of theft. I can't clear the pass of a criminal. Let's see. Finch is an entertainer, not a thief. He simply wants to honor his agreement to perform as scheduled. You do have a point. I can't just take your word for it, however. I need to speak with the wife of the accused, Lady Janelle. She should be out strolling in the Black Lake District, probably just outside the Wailing Wench if I know her. Speak with her on the matter and let me know what she says. Oh, and she can be a little grabby, so watch out. Any work? A request. On behalf of some orphans. What do you need us to do? Need a new orphanage. Oh. Yeah, Kilgar should be open to that. Alright, Lady Janelle.
Hello there, good sir. What can a lady such as myself do for such a charming and handsome gentleman?
The authorities say Finch stole your husband's Lantanese timepiece. Naval needs to confirm his innocence. They say that he what? That jealous dimwit. Have too much wine one night and pat an errant bard on the rump, and all of a sudden he can't be trusted, is it? Never you mind, I'll set my husband straight, and you tell Naval what I said. My word should be enough. I shall set things to rights. I spoke with Lady Janelle, and she says Finch is innocent and that her word should be enough. It sounds like Janelle, all right. Fine, it's between her and her husband now, and I wouldn't get between those two for all the platinum in the Sword Mountains. Very well, I will inform the guards that Finch's name has been cleared. His city pass is valid once more, and he ought to be able to perform as scheduled. All right. So... go down to Thunder Tree, because he's in, like, those random inns, to get healing and to let Finch know. Stop back at Crossroad Keep. To get my money and to, I passed Thunder Tree, didn't I? Yeah. Oh well. He should actually be at the High Cliff. I do want to check the status of my caravan. So, like, that's 30, 75, 100. Yeah, things are going very well. Alright. Visit the Sea Spray Inn. Check if Finch is... Yes, he is.
What speeds your feet back here so quickly?
You're cleared to re-enter the city.
Fantastic! You've done me a great service, friend. Finch doesn't forget these things. I've heard about you. From Crossroad Keep, right? I may stop by there sometime. Watch for me. Well, off I go. Wish me luck in my performance. Not that I need it.
Alright, so there's that done. I should actually go get the healing that I keep saying I'm gonna get. Visit the merchant quarters. Because I also need to talk to Sasani about what comes next here. Talk to Variel.
Here's your share of the
2,800 trade bars.
Just let me know.
Okay, so I can get an upgrade once I get the material. Yeah, talk to Sasani.
I trust everything goes well.
I've learned that your associates were last seen in the company of Jordan Wright.
The leader of the Fated Winds. I've heard of this man. Successful, but with a dark reputation. Not necessarily the most ideal business partner.
All the more reason to cease these inquiries. Wright could ruin our enterprise with a thought, should he desire it.
The Circle of Friends may be strong allies against Wright. Continue to earn their respect and trust. We may need their help if we are ever to learn the truth.
Alright, so basically continue my faction quests. Trade bar wise, I'm pretty much open to start my more like the far out there trade routes, and
If there's anything you need, just
let's sell some stuff. +1 halberds. Some unidentified stuff to load onto Sarnea. Chain shirt, +1 shuriken, +2 kukri. Who can use the icy accoutrement? I guess you. Yeah, sell the +1 arrows.
come on, follow me. Keep up.
Is there something you wish?
Something about Haloraine's voice, I'm now realizing, reminds me of Kith from Futurama. And I hate it.
What?
Like, poor Kith and all, but... Oh yeah, I have tons of stuff to drop off at you, like these random potions. Don't think you have anything of interest to me gear-wise. Purple Dragon Ring. These rings are brass and engraved with the purple dragon symbol of the Obarsker royal family. The purple dragons use these rings to protect the royal family from assassination attempts by poison. Over 4,000 of these rings have been made. Rings with similar function are in common circulation, created for nobles or merchants fearing poison. Immunity to poison and unlimited use of the light spell. Ring of Divine Power 3, Ring of Fortitude, Freedom of Movement, minor resistances. Does anyone not have a Protection +2? Oh, I don't have the cash for it. Ugh. Alright.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. Let's head back to Llast. Actually, no, let's go ahead and deal with the undead problem while we're out it. Just out it, yes. Or, let's see, New Leaf and Conneberry. I'm going to go to Conneberry to set up the trade route. Wait, trade routes take gold, not bars. Is there a town I don't have? Can I set up a trade route at Leylon? Or a trading post at there? Because if so, I've been missing out on, like, some cheap trade. Are they attacking my caravan? Yeah. Yeah.
Attack! Nothing walks away!
Kill the casters. There's like one merchant left, oh my god. Oh, that is a lot of money though. Like, it's not a lot of money, but it's a large number of money. Alright. So if I go here... Okay, they're not going to be like, oh, I need 100 trade bars. Granted that I have 3,000 trade bars. I think I'm okay to use 100 trade bars to repair a caravan, but... You know what I mean. Establish a trading post. 5 skins and 300 bars. Let's go get the 5 skins because I've been missing out, apparently. Trade. So out of curiosity, caravan. So yeah, it's just going to be Leyland to High Cliff, or Leyland to West Harbor. Maybe Leyland to High Cliff. Like, I hope that I get at least 2 trade routes out of this one. Construct the trading post. Construct a caravan. Oh, I even get one to Crossroad Keep. So let's do West Harbor first. I need to go cash in on like 2,000 of my bars. You know what? I'm going to do that off screen because I really do want to go ahead and get all of the last questing, like Port Llast questing, knocked out. I really should, like, check what resources they have, though. Because, like, if they are the missing link in getting all the Crossroad Keep upgrades, which I doubt, but... wait, no, trade, resources, adamantine. Yep. So that's a thing. Let's see, what is it? It's Crossroad Keep. Alright, I also need to do the Septimum stuff. Let's see, 5 Mithril and 5 Adamantine for the Grey Cloak armor, 5 Adamantine and 5 Dark Steel. Right, Dark Steel is the thing I'm still lacking in for the portal. Watch, that's going to be like the most functionally useful upgrade too. Like, oh, you can teleport right to Neverwinter. Oh, you can teleport right to Port Llast. God, really? It took that long? Alright. Travel time does add up in this game, I'm noticing. Like, it doesn't take forever to travel between places, but... I will clear out the Pirate Cove at some point. But it's not a quest location, so I'm not worried about it right now. Alright, so I want to go to Gothaladrium. The path leads to an old weathered graveyard. Most of the gravestones are overgrown and the area is eerily silent. Skeleton with some torches. Grave-touched ghouls. Yep. They sure are basic, no special skill enemies. Alright, so that's obviously the place we want to go. But also, I want to clear all of the ghouls out. Because once I figure out where I'm selling my bounty items, this is going to be another ton of money. Plus, you know, the whole point is we're clearing out things. It'd be dumb to leave any. Demi-human skulls. Those are actually really cheap bounty items, so not super exciting. I forget. How does this game do helmets?
Yes, that is
Okay. One bit of game design I super appreciate in the Infinity Engine games is... Yeah, we're going to come back there, but is the way helmets work in the Infinity Engine games, which, for the two people who don't know, are Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale, and I think Planescape Torment. Helmets exist to protect player characters against critical hits, because, let's be real, in a video game, losing to pure RNG, like a 5% chance... is not super fun. Unless it's in a spectacular way, which just taking a critical hit from a basic mob is not spectacular. But, like, it's a fantastic bit of game design because it's technically just giving the player an option. Because difficulty options are a hot topic right now, because people are complaining that, oh no, people are actually using, like, cheat engine to make overly difficult games playable for them because they want to experience a world without, you know, spending hours and hours and hours and hours and hours just to learn how to get through it. The game in question is, I think it's mostly Sekiro that's brought this discussion up. But, like, the way helmets work is, it's, like, 7 gold, maybe, for a helmet. And it doesn't provide an AC bonus or anything. It's purely there to toggle player receiving crits on and off. But it's not presented as a toggle. It's presented as buying a piece of equipment, which I think is a really good way to do it, personally. Alright. Yeah.
How did you find me here? Why have you come?
We were sent to find the source of the undead attacking Port Llast. Is that so? Who sent you? Are you behind these undead attacks? Do not misunderstand. I've raised the rot to destroy Luskan profiteers infecting Port Llast, not to gain power. Cease creating these abominations immediately, or I'll be forced to stop you. This cannot do. The folk of Port Llast have no other to champion their cause. This must end in blood. Well. Okay, she teleported? Presumably up here? Yeah. Alright. Wow, she didn't even have, like, a magic item on her. Huh. Actually really surprising. Oh, and then there's that ring of... That's emotion. Oh, jeez.
Come with me.
Protection +1.
Yeah? What?
Yeah, I was just... For the past couple days, really, it's just been something that's been on my mind. Like, man... As hard as I find it to get into the Infinity Engine games, that is a really good little bit of game design. As far as, like, CRPGs and D&D video games, like, video games based on tabletop, I much prefer these games like Storm of Zehir or Icewind Dale that are basically designed as, you know, being... Even the design is based on them being tabletop, as opposed to being a video game that happens to use tabletop rules. Like, you're not constantly quick saving, quick loading, quick saving, quick saving, quick saving, because every encounter is just going to murder you. Alright, enter the town. Septimund's quest updated. Septimund has moved on. It's unlikely... Oh, he was a party member. Oh, well. It's not like there are, like, party quests. Ooh, the blacksmith might actually... No. But yeah, there aren't, like, party member quests.
Ah, the heroes of the hour. I'm glad to see you again.
I've taken care of the undead threat to Port Llast, as well as the unnatural storms that ravaged the coast. That is wonderful news. Take this payment of gold for your services rendered. The people of Port Llast are again in your debt. 1200 XP, 1000 GP, and another 1500 XP. Keep up this kind of heroism, and the bards will soon forget about the Knight Captain of Crossroad Keep. They'll be singing of your deeds soon enough.
Ah, the hero...
How is Port Llast? Very well, thanks to you. We have resumed trade, and the hardy folk around town have worked very hard to ensure a bright future for Port Llast. Sweet. So, does this mean that I can set up a trading post here and complete that work for this Circle of Friends? 100 bars and 5 ore. Knucklehead Ivory. Isn't that... That's mostly a Icewind Dale thing. But... Alright, construct the trading post. And... Oops. So now... Wait, Phandalin is in the Sword Coast? Huh. So I can set up a... caravan to Neverwinter once I get my Neverwinter trading post set up, but that's not going to be a bit, I think. Alright, so let's go turn this in and claim another buttload of XP. Maybe even enough to level up. Yeah, if it's 1500, I'm going to gain a level. Sweet. And then, off-screen, I'll probably do some trading, or at least buying of resources. so that I can upgrade the city guard. Or the Crossroad Keep guard. Alright, so Temple of Joaquin. Talk to John.
Ah, my friend. A messenger just told me of your victory in Port Llast. Excellent job.
1,400. You jerk. Here's a full amount of the donation as your reward, and my own personal thanks for your bravery. What do I need to do to attain the next rank within the cartel? Contribution of 1,000 trade bars. You just gave me 1,000 trade bars, so... Fantastic, you're now officially a colleague in the Circle of Friends. I'll inform our requisition officer of your promotion immediately. We have a requisition officer? Any work? Not at the hang on a breath. Actually, you've been doing quite well. I think you're a credit to the Circle of Friends, and I trust you. There's an issue that I was planning on investigating myself, if you're interested. I trust you to look into it instead. A messenger just arrived with some troubling news. The town of Newleaf, north of here in the Neverwinter Wood, has suffered a severe economic setback. I hear all kinds of dire tales of massive shortages of trade goods, but not much other information's managed to reach me. We don't seem to know how the situation happened just yet. Some say an overzealous merchant might have caused it, some say fire, and others suspect theft. If you could travel up there as the official representative of the Circle of Friends, I'd greatly appreciate it. And while you're there, please feel free to take them supplies. They should be in grave need of them by now. If you were to do this, I know the leadership of the Circle would be quite impressed. It'd give you more than enough evidence of your suitability for directorship position. Alright, farewell. Sweet. Again, we are setting these adventurers up to retire wealthy. And of course, I want to end off by going back to Crossroad Keep, cashing in most of my trade bars, plus whatever trade bars I acquire when I get there, because I have been gone a couple days. Oh man, can I make any better gear? Like, I only have +2 gear, and I know I've found at least one +3 item. I guess I technically could restart with my weapons, like... Keen isn't great on a 20 crit. Well, actually, no, I can fit another onto Talen's hand axe. It's like the voice of the gods that I can't fit extra stuff onto.
Get in step. Follow me.
So I could add the damage versus evil enchant at least, if nothing else.
Here's your share of the income. If there's anything you need.
Oh my god. Like, I can trade in 3,000 trade bars and be fine for trade bars. And have 45,000 gold. Alright. Like I said, next time I'll have set up the trade routes and probably upgraded some of them a little bit. Maybe. Probably not, actually. That's a little more active play than I'm going for between episodes here. But, like, I should have every possible trade route active. at the moment, which will, to say the least, it'll be a significant boon for us. And I also am going to go ahead and check if we can pick up any mithril. Just, you know, I might as well if I can, because that should also increase profit. But I'm rambling too much. See you guys then.